And when you get to reading it, if you think that's what you want to do, the instructions on it, just give me your name and address, and I even pay the postage. I'll send it everywhere.
How many can you give out, though? I mean, you got to put a limit on this, George.
Well, we got planet Earth, so how many is it going to take? I don't know. I give one to everybody. I won't give more than that. So.
I know. Well, what happens if you get 300,000 people who want them for crying?
Then 300,000 are going to get them. Let's put it that way.
All right.
Let's put it that way. If they do it, then you and I are going to be in great shape, because that's going to help a lot of other. That's going to be part of what I call the ground crew, and that's what the ETs are hoping. I hope it's 1 million, then everything's going to change. The old 100-monthly theory.
Do you believe if people collectively put their minds together, they can alter things?
Of course. I mean, that's the reason why, when Brian O'Leary, bends a spoon, and that's the whole idea. It's like when Christ created 1,000 loaves of bread. He created that. The universe provides the energy to do that. You and I have to learn how to do that, and it's a process. But we have to be spiritually balanced before we're given the knowledge to go to other planets, as a matter of fact.
Which brings up a very interesting question for you. Are the ETs spiritually balanced?
Yes. Again, not all. I can't remember we talked about the other ones.
Right, yes.
When they come back and they start, abducting people, that basically the law of attraction, what you put out, you're going to get back, has to affect them at some point. The 4 basic laws is the law of attraction, the second one is the law of intent, and the next one, the law of allowance, but it has to be in balance. If it's not in balance, then the universe will take care of itself. In other words, we'll rectify the situation at some point, and the sequence of events. And don't use time, because planet Earth has always been a prison planet, and we've gone through this many times. I mean, you dig up the artifacts like I have, and we're just crazy place,
Do they believe in a creator?
Yes, above all things is the creation, which is, and they say above the creation is still a mystery. The universe, they say, may be mysterious. Don't make it mystical. And as you asked, there's a little prayer. It says, I'm a human becoming. Help me become. That allows them to communicate with you. And it's not a tit-for-tat deal. You just want to be part of the ground crew and help save whatever's going to be, whatever remnant's going to be left on the planet.
Can I be an officer with the ground crew?
I guess. Is that what you want to be? I think we're all the same as the creation is expanding on itself. I contemplate the same thing. When a lot of people are meeting in groups with these little books, because there's so much information in them, all you have to do is take a couple pages and you'll start thinking about things. You'll look at the world through different colored glasses, I will tell you that.
Okay, all right. Well, let's go to the phones. Let's go to our first-time caller line. Welcome to Coast to Coast. You are on the air with Mr. George Green. Hi there.
Yes, hi.
Yes.
My name is Jerry. I'm in Florida. I'm calling. I came in not at quite the beginning of this, but I've been listening for about an hour, and I'm curious. Have you ever or are you familiar with Ruth Montgomery's writings?
Sure.
Because I've been reading her for about 20 years now, and her last book, The World to Come, claims that humanity, through positive prayer, has staved off the shift. I believe that she's talking about the shift specifically, but a lot of her writings talk mainly about the shift of the Earth on its axis. Is that part of what you're talking about?
I'm talking about that as the ETs are actually assisting keeping the planet at this point. It still may or may not do that depending on what you and I do. Edgar Casey predicted the same thing. Hewlin Casey, which is Edgar's son, he and I spent a few days together discussing his dad's material. And also the same thing with Ruth Montgomery, as well as other people that were psychic or tuned into other dimensions, if you want, or given knowledge to share with us. And that's what you're talking about.
Do you think some of those people also got a little boost from up there?
Sure. You cannot discount it all. I remember when I said before, you want to read everything and discern the information. I've gone through lots of, quote, lessons of discernment the last 10 years involved with these things too, because I would swear up and down some of this was real as people brought forth the information. And then the more you go into it, you will know within, as they say. There'll be something resonating within, and these little books help you identify so you can know immediately what's right and what's wrong. I mean, you just have a feeling all of a sudden.
Did you ever feel like you might have been being used by them, the ETs?
I contemplated that a couple of times and say, why did I have to go through this crazy experience? You know, I think again, that's the law of allowance. We're allowing ourselves. The extraterrestrials, there's a group of them that really would like to take over the whole planet, the soul level. And so they'll manipulate you as much as possible. So when you start becoming in contact, there's a lot of procedures, and that's all in the book, so you make sure that you're in a clear connection. Because if you open yourself up to anything, I think even biblically they talk about evil and what have you. It's how you allow the action to occur. And they may be giving you 90% truth or 99% truth. It's that 1% strychnine that'll get you every time.
So you do, though, give some pointers here on how to fight that off.
You betcha. That's all in the books. There's the set of 3 books. Like I said, I give you the first one. And if you digest that a couple of times, then you'll be ready for the next one.
All right. You can't give everything out for free.
No, I don't. I charge a lot of money for the next one. $6.95. How you like that?
That's it?
That's it.
All right, let's go.
What do you want me to do? Anyway, charge with that next one, $6.95.
Well, I don't know. I'm not in business with it. You charge your own prices.
No, the whole goal, my agreement was the extraterrestrials that it's not a money-making deal anyway. The idea is to help share the energy. And I make the books so cheap that people want to buy a lot of them. I make it so they can, and then they're not copyrighted. You can do anything you want, as long as you don't change the words.
Who do you dedicate it to?
I don't dedicate it anyway, just to mankind. They're just open it up from